Welcome back. I'm sure some people will be asking, so when I get to these countries, how will I charge them? How would I put it in a place where I'm not in competition or where I don't undercharge or overcharge? Like I said to you earlier on, I said you might need to look out for events happening around you. That will also give you an idea, especially when there's a wedding. Try first, let me even tell you the advantage. Some of the things that I would tell you to do is get hold of a church in that place. Sometimes people would like to go to the African church, the Nigerian church. That's where the old one, the Nigerian church gives you an idea of home. Even if you're abroad, you are at home because you always see Nigerians always represent. So from there, you'll find out, there will be an announcement. You're even lucky, there'll be an announcement for a wedding. If you're a master of ceremonies, you need to reach out to the church and say, I just moved into this place and I'm a master of ceremonies and I'd like to be a blessing to the church. First, there are a lot of things you're going to do free. There's a possibility you do a lot of things free so that people will know that you're around. I'm going to share my own experience. So I moved, I visited a country. Okay, let me just call out. My family lives in a country, and then I went there and I said to myself, I know that in time to come, I will be visiting more often. I need people to know that I am in this event. So I reached out, did an event. No, not didn't do an event. I went to a church and I reached out and I said, I'm basically sharing the things that I'm doing. And then I got my first gig over there and I hosted. It was 31st of December. Against all odds, I had to enter, that country before the 31st. I even thought I was going to attend. And then I did that event. As soon as I did that event, they enjoyed what I did. This was the first time they were going to have such in that country. And I said the next year I was going to do a concert. Guess what? I did the concert this May. And something that they paid me, yes, they paid me. This May that I did the event, we had over 200 and something people that came for the show. Even though I had to collaborate with the likes of Bakassi and Didon and Davison, but I had to do collaboration. And today, when they come in for an event, my price has increased. When I tell them, and this is in less than 1 year, when I tell them this is my price, people want to pay. Okay, so first you must use the church, understand, reach out to the church. If you're a Muslim, reach out to the mosque where you live, and say, okay, where you stay, and then say, I'm a master of ceremonies, I'm a comedian. And let me know one of the things that I found out. I found out that some people that were not comedians or compares in Nigeria are now master of ceremonies. In fact, I did an event in Canada recently and I saw my bank manager that was in charge of my account now a master of ceremonies, because he sees that there's a market. So there's no control. So don't always get scared and say, when I get there, what will happen to my career? Your career will even go international. Because at that period, when you're in that place, you can apply for any country. Because even like when you come in as a student or you come in with your peer, you have an advantage to apply to other countries and your visa will not be denied. It means you are now international. So always see yourself being international. Don't be scared from questions. You look at who's the MCs around in that place. Go and submit yourself to the person. Submit. One thing you must find out, you might even be shocked that you're older. You might be older than the person. Submit yourself to that person. Work with the person, and say, sir, do you mind if I collaborate with you? I follow you to event, and then understand how the job is being done. With that, you have an idea of how much to charge. Even if they cheat you the first time, because people will see, they'll take advantage. Some people will take advantage. He just came in, his body is hot. You see that, use that odds to get them and let them have a feel of what you can do. Once they feel it and see it, I did an event, as I'm quickly going to share with you. I did an event for a reunion in Toronto, Niagara Falls in July. And I got the event planner. The job that I got it from my friend that I went to follow. I followed in an event in Toronto. It was his event. I followed him and he asked me to join him. And that was how the woman saw me, the event planner saw me. This is the second event she's giving me now. The second event she's giving me now from helping my friend. Now they talk to me directly. I'm having a good event in March from serving my friend. This is my friend. I'm older than him, but he got to Canada before me. So I had to go learn from him. I had to fly from the province where I was to go and work with him. And from there, I've got an event. In fact, hosting his event, somebody booked my ticket from Nigeria to Toronto to host that event from working with him. So once you have secured friends that will allow you to work with them, because there's enough space, there's enough events. The event comes up back to back, especially depending on the province or depending on the state where you are, depending on if you're in the UK, there are events. So don't In fact, another thing you could do, another secret you could do, it could be a blessing. Buy ties, buy beautiful ties. You know that you don't say this tie is going to be for somebody I'm going to work with in. And this is a little secret. Buy ties, lovely bow ties, because sometimes you don't get it here. Lovely ties. Maybe you can give me an example of those ties. Give me those ties. Bring another one. Bring another one. Bring another one. You can buy. So I'm saying this. I don't know why I'm doing this. You know, it could just be, you know, these ties. Buy lovely ties. Buy like 10. Buy like 10. I know somebody will say, how much do I buy 10 and say, I want to be a blessing. Anybody you meet, you see, you observe here, because you also have to observe to the person and say, I want to be a blessing to you. Thank you so much for allowing me to climb the stage with you and all these things. Give them. Some of them might not allow you to climb the stage. So you don't get disappointed. You might be okay. You are just watch. Don't be hasty, because another thing, don't be hasty to climb stage. You might see one crowd like this and say, people need to see me. Trust me. It's just, you will see that crowd again. I've seen those crowds so many times that I used to follow my mentors out. I'll go and meet them and say, please, can you allow me to perform? Now, today, I see those crowds now, and it doesn't mean, privilege. So be calm. Don't worry. You will see it. All right? Once you don't stop. But also don't forget the reason why you move. If you're a student, try to balance it. If you know that it's going to affect, because if you don't do well in school, it might affect your staying over in that country. So please, just balance it. All right? This is an impromptu. This is unscripted. All right, today's unscripted, but I'm sure it's been a lesson. Let's look for something here. Bye for now. My name is Sako, and let me know how this video has inspired and blessed you.